Karen and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do something slightly different because today I want to do the ultimate Gilmore Girls tag. Yes, I know, I am so excited because on Friday the long-awaited kind of reboot mini-series, I think I'm going to call it a mini-series. It's 4 episodes of like an hour and a half long, so I'm gonna, in the BBC tradition, I'll call it a mini-series of Gilmore Girls is coming out on Netflix. I am so excited. I cannot wait. I have the day off, so I'll just be watching it. I think that's a good plan for Friday. But I saw Michelle from Mish Ellis Live do this as well as Packs and Paperbacks, so I thought I would give it a shot. I have the questions on my phone. You know, impromptu videos seem to be the way to go for me lately, so let's do it. So we'll start with the basic questions. Number 1 is, how did you discover the show? I discovered the show, I don't know exactly when, but I know they were airing the episodes on Belgian TV and that's when I started watching. And I remember that initially I was watching the show with my mum, but she was like, I can't follow all of this, they're talking too fast, and then she gave up and I just kind of kept watching it and I just loved the show so much. And I think I only watched episodes here and there because I couldn't like consistently watch it. That's how I first started watching the show. Question 2 is, do you own the collection? And yes, I do. I own all of them on DVD and I think I got them around the time when I was like 17, 18, and then I watched the whole seasons like front to back multiple times. So that's when I first actually watched the entire series, which was pretty awesome. Question 3, what is your favorite season? I think that's either season 2 or season 3. Kind of around that area. I was not a massive fan of season 7 because I do feel that you kind of feel the difference when Amy Palladino left, so that was a bit sad. I liked season 1, but I think season 2 and 3 is kind of where I felt that everybody and the show kind of got their feet, which was amazing to watch. Question number 4 is your favorite episode, and for that it has to be the dance marathon episode. I know it's not a very nice ending and I feel like Dean was being a massive jerk, but there's something about that episode that I feel encompasses a lot of the main characters' relationships with one another. You know, just the whole town is there. And it was just, yeah, it's one of my favorite episodes still to this day. I just love it so much. Yeah. Question 5 is my least favorite episode. That's a really hard one. I think the bit where like Marty blows up the whole relationship between Rory and the 2 artsy girls kind of pissed me off. There's just a lot in that season that I wasn't a big fan of. I initially, on my first watch when I was 17, 18, I loved Logan, and now I'm just a bit like, So, yeah. So a lot in the kind of 5, 6, 7 that I'm a bit like, I loved Paris in those seasons though. Like, I love her throughout the series, but she really came into her own on those seasons. But yeah, I don't really have like the one episode that I hate or that I don't really like. I love them all. The second part of this tag is the lightning dash. Favorite character? Lorelai, I think. The thing with Lorelai is she can be annoying, but I understand why she is being annoying. I also really love Suki and Paris and Emily for some weird kind of reason. She's a total psycho, but I love her so much. Least favorite character? Dean. Yeah. Even more than Marty or Logan. Dean. Just no. So many things wrong. Dave or Zack? Dave, totally Dave. I thought Zack was a bit whiny. Yeah, Dave. Just love Dave. Dave was nice. And actually Michelle mentioned, was it Henry Cho? Who was like Lane's first kind of crush. They didn't really date, but he was good. He was lovely. And I was like, Lane, just tell your parents so you can actually go on a date with him. Oh, it would have been brilliant. But no. Oh well. 'Twas not to be. Luke or Christopher? Luke. Like, Christopher just has this entitlement problem where he just, and there's a lot of manipulation going on there and he just lets himself be manipulated. The timing was never right. Luke, all the way, strong and steady, yes. Tina or Jess? Jess. Like, Jess has actually made a life for himself, and I didn't like the entire bad boy kind of situation. He was such a teenager, as in like, I'm too cool for all of this. But I really like how he turned himself around. you know, even throughout the seasons, when we kind of pop back into his life, you can kind of see that he's, you know, he's figuring his shit out, and I really like that. I'm so looking forward to meeting Jess now in the reboot, because I think he's gonna be awesome. Lorelai or Rory? I think Lorelai. I mean, the whole fight situation really pissed me off. Rory was just like, I think Lorelai is like the main character for me. Like, I love following her journey. And yeah, she can be annoying and quite self-absorbed herself. But yeah, just Lorelai. I don't know why. The next round is the opinion round. So, first opinion. Do you think Lorelai overreacts with her parents? It's such a hard one. I think that any child-parent relationship is tricky. And with the kind of experience Lorelai had with her parents, I understand there's a bit of friction there, but I feel like she sometimes takes it a bit too far. But I feel like in general she doesn't. However, I feel like she's not very understanding about the fact that they do want a relationship with Rory, and she very much wants to keep Rory to herself. So yes and no. As it is with most things, usually. Second opinion, do you think Emily and Richard overreact with Lorelai? Yes! Yes! Yes, a million times yes. Seriously, this family just does overreacting very well. I think in a way a lot of Lorelai's overreacting kind of comes from, well, she's learned it somewhere, you know. Opinion 3, in the big fight that Rory and Lorelai had, whose side were you on? Lorelai. Like, seriously. As Michelle said, the way that Rory had been on Dean's ass about college, you know, I think that Jess really put this into words for me really well. Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, just no. And even the way she was handling herself during that time away, she was just like with the DAR, which I have nothing against the DAR, but she could have found a way to work towards what she wanted rather than just sulking for however many months she was away from Yale. I don't remember. It seemed like a very long time. So yeah, totally on Lorelai's side. It was such a shitty thing for Emily and Richard to do, to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna help her, you know, get back to Yale, we're gonna help you, and then just go behind her back and do exactly the opposite. The next opinion question is, in a fight between Taylor and Mrs. Kim, who would win? Mrs. Kim. I'm sorry, but that lady could do anything. I also really loved the episode where Lane got married, and then you saw that Mrs. Kim was like the Lane of her family. It was brilliant. That was a really great episode. I loved that episode so much, and I had such massive love for Mrs. Kim before, but after that episode I was like, I know you, lady, this is brilliant. The next opinion question is, who would spread the fastest rumor, Babette or Miss Patty? Oh, do I really have to choose? I think Miss Patty is just in the center of town, so it kind of spreads that way, but I feel like they're a formidable team, the two of them. Like, don't split them up, okay? Final opinion question is, how much do you dislike April? I don't. I know that sounds really weird. I thought it was, you know, kind of a little bit contrived the way she was like plopped into, was it season 5? But I like her as a character. I think she's totally Luke's daughter, let's be honest. Like, she's a bit odd, she's a bit off, she's not a massive people pleaser, and I really liked the whole kind of way that Luke progressed as a character through meeting April. That's one of the things I really did like. I did also really like the episode where, you know, Lorelai had to write a character witness for Luke, and it literally was like, look, he was like a father figure to my kid. He's been there her whole life, and it really, that character reference just summed up Luke as a character for me so much, and I love that. That was one of my favorite things in like Luke's whole story arc. I was like, yes, he deserves to be a dad and to be a presence in April's life. I was like, yes, Luke's my main man here. If Luke's happy, I'm happy. The final round in this fabulous tag is the revival round, and question number 1 there is, how excited for the revival are you? I am doing the ultimate Gilmore Girls book tag, or tag. I'm pretty damn excited. Like, as I said before, I'm going to be spending most of the day watching the revival. I am just so excited. I may just get up really early and just like watch it. Forget Black Friday. Who needs to go shopping? You can watch Gilmore Girls. Second revival round question is, if you could have dinner with any cast member, who would it be and what kind of questions would you ask them? Why would you ask this of me? I would like to have just dinner with all of them in Stars Hollow at one of like the crazy festivals they have. Like, I am so jealous of you LA people who could go to like the festival of the Four Seasons, because I would have killed to be there. Like, for me, it's the whole dynamic of all the different characters that really make the show for me. It's such a beautiful ensemble cast, so I can't really pick one over the other, but I would just love to just hang out in Stars Hollow with the actors. I know it's with the actors, but it'd just be fun. And because they have such great memories, I think, of filming this show, it'd be really cool to hear them all talk about all the different anecdotes. I would love that. So yeah, all of them. The final question is, how do you want it to end? I don't want it to end. I know it's gonna end, and I know that the final 4 words that Amy Sherman-Palladino wanted are gonna be in there, and I am really excited to finally hear what they are. And no, I won't spoil anybody because I don't want to be spoiled myself. I just want people to be happy. I kind of want a bit of nice, just happiness for all of them, because all of these characters, we've seen them go through so many things over the years. I just want Lorelai and Luke to be happy together. Like, I don't care how, I just want him to be happy and content, and I want Rory to find herself in life and hopefully not to end up with any of the guys, for her to just be herself and find that comfort and that kind of confidence in herself, just her. And I want, you know, Lorelai and Rory to just be the great mother-daughter team that they've always been. But I think a bit of independence for Rory would be good. You know, she's been so kind of sometimes defined by, oh, I'm with a guy, and I think it'd be grand. And it's the same for Laura, actually. I think for both of them. I think I'm gonna cry about Richard's funeral, though. That's gonna be a big one, because I feel like a lot of the series as well was just about, you know, him and Rory becoming mates. It was great, and it was so interesting that the episodes with him being in the hospital, to learn more about Emily, and I just want her to, you know, get a bit of closure there, and I care so much about the show, you guys. So there you have it, guys. That was the ultimate Gilmore Girls tag done by me. Let me know down below in the comments what you're most excited about seeing in the Gilmore Girls revival. Are you planning to just watch it all in one go, or do you have different plans? Do let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to all of you very soon. Bye bye.